Alrighty, so before we can put the wheel on the bike, we have a reminder of the old wheel and why you need to learn to brake and swerve when you're riding on the freeway. If you haven't seen any of the earlier videos, this is what happens to the front wheel of a motorcycle when you hit a stopped car at 50 miles an hour. This is a replacement, it's a second-hand wheel. It came off a totaled bike that was rear-ended, but the front end was absolutely perfect, so I ended up buying the front wheel and I bought the front suspension components to rebuild mine. So now it is time to put the brake caliper and the ABS disc back on. I've already mounted my original front tire, which has got lots of tread left in it, so we're going to keep using that until it gets a little more bald. Now's a good time for you to clean up your brake rotor. So get out your brake cleaner, give it a good wipe down, and get it nice and clean. You want to mount this with the stamped lettering on the outside, facing outwards basically. That would be the face side, that would be the inside. So it's very, very easy. Just line up your original holes, dun, 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 like so. And then your ABS sensor, well, not the sensor, but the disc that the ABS mounts to goes on top, like so. Medium strength blue is just fine. Just a smidge. Pop them in and finger tight. Now I've still got all the factory markings for the torque settings. If you ask your owner's manual, it'll tell you exactly the correct torque settings to torque these screws down, and they are a T40 Torx. So whether you're using a ratchet, I like to start things off by hand. That way I know I'm not cross-threading anything. If they go in smoothly by hand with little effort, you know you've got the threads correct. If they're not going in and you're ratcheting it with a torque ratchet or anything else, it's gonna bugger the threads, and that's not what you want. So start off gently until it gets to the point where you need to actually break out your ratchet. And that is as simple as that. Once these are torqued down, the wheel will be ready to go back on the bike. And of course I am going to have to torque these to the correct value, because none of these marks line up, because I don't remember which Torx head screw went to which hole basically. So, and it's a different wheel, so the thread pattern is going to be slightly different as well, so I will be ignoring these markings, but that's hand tight, and as you can see that looks like that. So it's my brake rotor and my ABS disc on my rim, ready to go onto the bike. So now all I need to do is just torque these down and ready to put it on the bike. Trusty torque wrench. Torx drivers. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.